SM2 is returning. I cannot believe it either. If you guys don't know what SM2 was, this was the game Activision took away from us. This game was going to have all of the best Call of Duty maps, all of the best Call of Duty guns combined into one exclusive Call of Duty experience that was going to release for free. Obviously, Activision would not let this game slide, and after 3 years of development, all of the hard work has gone to waste. However, what I have is some amazing news. If you are excited for SM2, a new mod called Modern Warfare 2A is being made on top of IW4X's Modern Warfare 2. And what's happening now is that they are basically trying to rebuild SM2 onto Modern Warfare 2's gameplay mechanics. And as you can see, we have some original SM2 gameplay up here. And honestly, a lot of this just looks like base MW2. And so it kind of surprises me that this wasn't thought of in the first place, and instead we decided to waste 3 years building a random multiplayer client that Activision just decided to cease and desist, whereas this is literally just a mod. And look at this is basically Infected that was going to be in SM2, and all of this with 80 levels and all these different new guns is slowly being added into Modern Warfare 2A. And honestly, I cannot be more excited. I want to show you guys all of the details, and again, only made by 2 developers. I got to give a big shout out to that man Waves. Ladies and gentlemen,
MW2A is a mod made for the newest version of IW4X. This is not a client, as I said in the intro. You can play with bots.
Which is unfortunate because the SM2 client literally made all of the Call of Duty HUD like so minimal and so perfect. It's a little bit sad, but you know what? This is the best thing that we can get.
You can also play with your friends. MW2A includes 80 new levels, new weapons, maps, camos, a new UI, and even more. MW2A is very comparable to the likes of the SM2 project and COD Online. I was blown away when I first seen this project.
It literally looks just like the gameplay that we saw in SM2, where it's like we have the DSR on a Modern Warfare 2 map looking gorgeous.
Through Twitter, and I just randomly found this project, and it was just
gorgeous,
phenomenal. Something awesome that these guys also posted was a screenshot of them with the MW2A test server. So
this is the thing, it is going to have dedicated servers, very much similar to what SM2 was going to have, which is absolutely beautiful. This is what is going to be played like SM2 was. The hype behind that game was so exciting to see that now people are deciding to remake it just on Modern Warfare 2's engine. And so Call of Duty is not going to do anything. They can't cease and desist their own game. So you know what?
Apparently,
this is
amazing. These guys are trying to set up a server that you can also join with the mod already loaded. Which this is awesome.
This is actually awesome.
So you can just also choose to load into a server and just play the mod through that, and it's available to everybody on IW4X. About a month or two before they actually posted this screenshot, I was actually going to ask, do they have any plans of posting a test server or any sort of server in the future with this mod, so it's more similar to SM2, because it would have easily the biggest server on IW4X if they were to actually find a way to make this happen. Even though I'm not a developer, I think these developers can use some inspiration on how to build these maps. Even though Crysis and MW2 were developed at a different time, they are around the same time that this trick should work, and the trick just involves adding more props. So to something like Raid, you would add more palm trees. To something like High Rise, you would add more pipes and boxes.
Basically, yeah. So he's basically saying how if we were to upscale certain maps from the future back onto Modern Warfare 2, basically you just add in a bunch more props to make it feel more realistic, because when you grab these maps back, they feel very empty a lot of the times. They don't take all that incredibly ornate foliage and intricate detailing that Treyarch has worked on different iterations of the engine. Keep in mind, this is all on the COD 4 engine, but even Call of Duty today is still being released on it, but they heavily modify every single little aspect of it while still building on this old 2007 engine. So no wonder it's possible.
Pretty simple, right?
Yeah.
But that's also one of the reasons why Crysis was so graphically demanding on stuff like consoles and PCs. And it's also one of the reasons why this was so demanding on all the hardware. So earlier, I already showed
And
you.
it's true. He's basically saying there's no shot that we would have been able to do this even like 5 years ago because the hardware was just not really ready unless you had a PC.
You guys the DSR 50, but now we have the M9s.
Yeah, those
And
look
just
great,
a little
man.
bit of
A little bit
criticism
too
for
dark,
this.
I would think.
I don't know what's wrong with the M9s here, but they are just a little too dark.
Yeah.
So just take that for what it is for if Nurla.
It looks so great, though. And again, this is being made by 2 mods, so this will probably be in development well within 2024.
And
But
Seppuku is
seeing it
actually
already
watching this video.
is giving me SM2 vibes. It's
Maybe
mad.
make the blacks a little bit less black.
Yeah.
Once again, though, the detail is actually awesome. You can see
it's mad how good they did color back in the old CODs. Like, even just, there's a lot of gray and brown, but it's all differentiated.
the rails pretty much perfectly. I mean, sure, you have some aliasing going on, but still,
it looks beautiful.
This is incredible.
Yeah.
This is where I start to really talk about how you can start to see the similarities to SM2,
it looks so
where
similar.
we have the AN94. Once again, looks incredible. I mean, it does look a little bit too zoomed out for the FOV.
A little bit, yeah.
So
it looks like
once
it's like
again,
120
that's just
FOV.
one of my complaints about that.
But as you can see, like, the fact that it's already coming back, and bro, the honey badger from Ghosts.
Developers are
like,
apparently
go,
working on
man.
getting a honey badger ported over, but if we take a look at the player model, there appears to be an actual custom skin that the developer is actually using in this.
Yeah, see, look, like, what the heck is this? Like, so maybe they're gonna add like operator bundles inside this, and bro, this is the thing. It's not like they're selling it to you on a certain other client. This is literally just gonna be a part of the mod, so you don't have to pay for any of this.
Screenshot. Is the
sick.
skin actually just client side, or is it for everyone to
True.
view? If you were to ask me, it's probably just client side, so only you can see it, and that's about it.
Right.
Something cool to see that is being added to MW2A is
Look
a
how good it
slow-mo
looks.
effect.
It literally looks like SM2 gameplay, like the way the guns look all modded while still being on the really nice, high-polished Modern Warfare 2 original maps. Looks
how there was in SM2 after you reach the score limit and time limit, and this just gives it a really nice touch to give it more of this SM2-like feel. I know this is going to be a very welcome change to people that are fans of SM2.
Yeah, it literally
really
looks like, and I'm gonna be honest, like, I know SM2 didn't really have this type of aesthetic with the game-winning kill, but it just looks so good. This is just, it's great nostalgia-wise, plus adding in the new SM2 features. I cannot wait for this mod. It'll be sick.
Not only is there one thing in the screenshot,
Look at the
there's
MW3
actually 2
guns
things
too.
I want to talk about here. Which, first, we
raid.
have the grenade launcher, which I, for some reason, don't remember the name of. I'm pretty sure it's just called the Thumper. We also have Raid. Of course, MW2 is running on...
And I don't know what it is, but, like, okay, it looks worse, but then it also doesn't. Like, it looks visually very clear. The only issue is just, like, the pixelation. But honestly, I don't even care. It still looks phenomenal.
Pretty much what is an
like, this is a Modern Warfare 2!
This game is from 2009.
Yeah.
Of course, this game is going to be graphically limited. I have a lot of faith in what the developers are doing to still make Raid look stunning from pretty much what Raid is put up to the standard of what we expect. Moving on to more pictures of Raid.
And yeah, this is where you can tell, like, they've definitely downscaled it. Like, look at the basketballs. They ain't even round, my guy. They got freaking corners.
The basketball court. If the developers are watching, once again, it doesn't look like the basketballs actually move. I know that's a deal breaker to some. I know that's a disappointment to many. But, you know, it's whatever.
It's the best thing that we can do, because it's like, it's not like we can get another client where you can put more space to actually load in better assets. We are basically now forced to build this on the pre-existing Modern Warfare 2 engine.
It's a very ancient engine, as I said before, and I don't expect them to move. All I ask for is really,
I still think it'll be
actually
sick to
look
play
stunning.
Exactly.
So now for the second picture.
I mean, I still think it looks really great. Obviously, yeah, you can cover up this foliage, like you can pull some transit fog or whatever, but still,
we have
it looks
this area that overlooks the infinity pool, the jacuzzi, the bar, that kind of takes you into that little sort of area by money room, and you also have a little bit of that look into the master bedroom right in front of you. And This looks awesome. For
I mean,
this being
yeah.
graphically limited, this looks awesome.
It still looks amazing. Like the only complaint I really have is just the pixelation on the assets, but still they
Awesome. Of course,
nailed it.
the
It
map is a
still
little
looks
bit barren,
amazing.
but I'm not going to say anything about it. I already know this is graphically limited. This is
Yeah.
made by a very small team. This
It's still
looks
amazing
amazing.
though.
For the
Yeah.
third screenshot,
Wow. See, look at
we
that.
have the famous red statue that Raid is known for,
And
and
the freaking
also
Lamborghini
the supercar that
Gallardo.
sits right next to the statue.
Yeah.
This screenshot looks amazing. Particularly, the statue looks so good in detail.
See,
Lastly,
yeah.
we have
And then look at this, bro. So, like, they're even trying to mess with the UI. So, legit, they're just building SM2 on the Modern Warfare 2 engine, pretty much. Like, this is
Rise.
all you need to see.
I know this is
It looks
anticipated by a
phenomenal,
lot of people. Maybe you didn't actually think they were going to remake this map. I didn't either, and neither did I think they were going to remake Rust, but assume that they're going to.
And again, I read the description on Twitter about this image. They're grabbing these assets from Call of Duty Online. And so Call of Duty Online is like the original Chinese version of the PC Call of Duty game. And that game had a bunch of different assets from a bunch of different Call of Duty games. So if they're taking stuff from there, you can expect this game to feel amazing. And Call of Duty Online was one of my favorite COD games ever. And it was only in freaking China, man. Goodness.
Remake pretty much every map. So you could get onto the crane, you could
It looks
do the jump
gorgeous, though.
spot
Wow.
to get onto that roof. And it's funny because they were working on this.
I'm not even gonna lie. This map released in Modern Warfare 3. Low key, why does this screenshot literally look more clear to look at? Like, I can see everything on the map. Whereas, like, in MW3, I feel like after a certain, like, view distance, it just starts getting very blurry.
This map way before MW3 came out, and
that's crazy.
Even then, the colors came pretty close to what's in the new MW3.
Like, look, okay, so that's the MW3 version. See what I mean? Where it's like at a distance, it starts getting blurry. Like, I can't see what's like past halfway through the map. But then I look at this screenshot, I can see the whole dang map. I can see what's outside of the map, bro. That is mad. Like, that is what I love about old Call of Duty. For some reason, even though it's on the older engine, it just still looks very precise.
In the new MW3.
Wow.
If you want to go support this project, make sure to go into the description and go follow them on Twitter to make sure you guys stay up to date on the project as well. This project is looking awesome. Anyways, though,
I'm super excited.
I'm out of time for today.
I'm super excited. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you check out That Man Waves, but also make sure you go and check out the MW2A mod. And here's some more footage. They even got the Peacekeeper up in here. They even finished third person as well. Like, lads, we've been waiting for SM2. We should have just modded it onto the dang game. I get it. They probably ran into limitations, which is why they wanted to do a client in the first place with SM2. But seeing this already come out and just being so amazing is just incredible. I mean, just look at this, man. Oh, I'm excited. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys are thinking. If you are excited for this, will this be as good as SM2? Let me know, and I'll see y'all in that next one, baby.